5.5 to play. It's 27-21. And it was a 13-2 run after the opening quarter. An 8-0 run by Ellsworth gave them the lead at the end of one. Eshelman shot off balance, but got it anyway. Eshelman with 6. We're down to 5 minutes to go here in the third. There's a shot up off glass, another one, good. Peshka again, she's got 9, and the lead down to 6 again. So here comes Sydney Getton for Addie Lee. I started to say the Knights were up 10-4. An 8-0 run to end the first, made it 12-10. Then a 13-2 run gave the Knights their big lead at 9 at 23-14. It was 27-19 at halftime. Each team with a couple here in the third quarter. Douglas, ball fake there. Baseline and got it and one. And Douglas now with 11. 4:48 to play. Free throw by Douglas is good, and she's got a dozen. She needs all scores of Skylar Douglas. It is senior night, but right now the sophomore has got the hot hand. 4:38 left, third quarter. It's 32-24. Each team with 5 now, but it took 2.5 minutes to have our first basket of the quarter scored. So runner to the basket, left hand good, and back and forth they go now. That one good by Peshka. That's their first double-figure score for Ellsworth, and she's got 11. Does Lainey Peshka. Lob down low, off the glass and good. The assist to Weiss. Basket good by Eshelman now with 8. We're halfway through the third. And I'm being told now that we have our audio and video issue resolved, so thank you for sticking with us, and we appreciate you listening to us here on Salina Post. There's another nice pass from Weiss to Eshelman.
They hear you. They can't see, but can they hear you?
I just got a text that said we.
I just got a text from a friend that said that they got you in here.
Well, it's been one of those nights thus far. We do want to apologize again for whatever reason the camera wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi, but as far as we can tell, issues resolved. So again, thanks for listening to us. Actually had the AD, that was a little awkward, but right while I'm going to break, but Sacred Heart AD Mike Shaw was double checking with me. And thank you to special someone who knows who she is that let me know that she can hear us and see us again. There's a shot on the other end missing. 36-28. Shot up and missing. And the rebound goes to Weiss with 3:05 to play. Approaching 2.5 to go, and now the Knights up to their biggest lead at 11. There's a shot missing well short. Rebound Eshelman. Dumped off to Douglas with double figure lead for the Knights now, 39-28. Lob down low, tipped away. Tipped by Lindsley in the hands of, well, it was both the Lindsley girls. Was tipped by Isabel Lindsley into the hands of Johanna Lindsley. There's a traveling violation on the Knights. It's back in for the Bearcats. Will be Alyssa Rodriguez, also Rylan Ole in there. Patterson checks back in for the Knights, in for Torrey. 2:09 to play, third quarter. The Knights by 11. Ellsworth with the ball. Up high, the inbound. Rodriguez lost the handle, and well, she had about a step to spare before she would have gone back over the center stripe, and there's a foul. 2:01 to play, third quarter. Foul's going to go on Patterson. It'll be the fourth on the team and Alyssa's first personal. Bounce pass in to Haxton. Haxton with it up top. Right side for three from the wing is missed. Rebound Eshelman. 6'1" senior hauls it in. Douglas to Weiss, back to Eshelman. Right side, gets. Minute 40 left, third quarter. Knights by 11, 39-28. Weiss inside the arc for a moment now. Into the corner. Eshelman right side to Getz. The free throw line. And she's going to draw a two-shot foul with Sydney Getz. A minute 26 to play. And the foul is going to be called on Alyssa Rodriguez against Ellsworth, her second and the third team foul here in the third quarter. Getz at the charity stripe. Free throw is good. Getz second free throw up and got them both, did Sydney. 1:26 to play. It's a 41-28 lead now. Drive, a shot up, and well, that was a tough runner by Peska. Rebound Weiss, outlet pass now to Douglas, but knocked away by Tenbrink out of bounds. And it's going to remain Sacred Heart basketball with a minute 6 to go now in the third. Quick inbound to Weiss. Weiss with a spin and to the deck momentarily, but foul called on Rylan Ole. That's going to be the fourth team foul with 1 minute even to go, third quarter. Knights up 41-28. 60 seconds left. Free throw up by Weiss is good. She's got 9 on the doorstep of a double-figure scoring night, as she leads the Knights this season in that particular category. Second free throw, also good. 10 for Weiss. Douglas with 14 to lead all scorers. Peska with 13 to lead Ellsworth. 1 minute left, late third. Knights by 15 now. Mia Hamilton's checked into the game for Sacred Heart. Getz still out there, as is Douglas, Patterson, and Avery Eshelman. And on the floor, a tie-up. Possession arrow to Ellsworth. .40, 43.3 to go. On the right side is Peshka. Rodriguez. Now Tenbrink. She'll try a three. Up top and missing. Rebound to Eshelman. And now we've got 28 seconds left. I can only assume the Knights are going to hang on for a final shot here. 20 seconds to go here late in the third quarter. And a 15-point advantage on top of it. Hamilton in the near corner. It's far corner to you watching. Douglas up. Runner is good. Douglas with 17. And that will do it for the third. So the Knights, a 17-point cushion heading into the fourth quarter. It's the Knights 45. Bearcats 28. Back with the fourth after this. You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Senior night. Knights are going to start the fourth quarter off with a 17-point cushion, 45-28. There's a lead of the basket, though. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. We've got Weiss, Torrey, Lee, Douglas, and Eshelman for the Knights. In there for the Lady Bearcats. Peshka, Tenbrink, Coonrod, and also out there is Isabel Lindsley and Elise Haxton. Foul shot good. That's 8 for Lee. 16 for Douglas, 10 for Weiss. Another one good by Addie Lee, so she's got 9. Avery Eshelman with 8. Tenbrink with it for Ellsworth now, a 19-point game. And Ellsworth, big mountain to climb here in this one. This, provided there's no huge comeback by the Bearcats, the Knights are going to go to 13-7 overall, and 5-5 they'll finish up in the league on the season. Long pass, right side tip by Douglas and taken away by Schuyler. 45 seconds gone by in the third. Douglas, right side to Weiss for 3 from the wing. That one's going to rim off. And the rebound, Tenbrink, dumped off to Peshka. A minute gone by here in the fourth. Knights by 19. Up top, open 3, and they give it to her, and the shot is good by Tenbrink, who's got a couple, actually a 1, a 2, and a 3. 1, a 2 from the line. 2 and a 3, give her 6 for the game. Lead is 47-31. A drive-by lead of the basket. Tough angle, missed the shot, and now a foul called on the Knights. Second personal foul on Avery. First team foul, each team with 1 right now. Non-shooting foul, Tenbrink to inbound for the Bearcats. .90 seconds gone by here in the fourth. Between the rings, Peshka. Left side, Tenbrink. Playing left side now, and that's Lindsley lost the handle. And now the Knights, Weiss across the timeline. Driving, like tough angle though, shot missing, but tipped by Eshelman in the hands of Torrey to Lee. Eshelman again, now Douglas as all 5 girls get a hand on it. Back to Megan Torrey. Torrey to Lee. Now the Knights burning a little bit of clock. The drive by Lee, up, off the heel, no good, but another 2 shots coming here. It'll be the second team foul on Ellsworth. Peyton Tenbrink called for the infraction, her 3rd personal. Free throw up, and that one's gonna pop out. Comes a second free throw, and 102 that time. And that gives Addie 10. 3rd night in double figures. Timeout called by Ellsworth, 5:40 left in the game. Knights by 17, 48-31. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to and watching Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Back at Sacred Heart, Adam Coulter and Avery Kittle on the broadcast tonight. 48-31. Do want to apologize for having issues with our feed earlier on, but we're glad that, as far as we know, our audio and video back in order. So again, our apologies for that, but good night so far for the Knights. Looking like the ladies are gonna get this first half of the doubleheader. Up by 17 with 5.5 to play in the game. And barring, as I mentioned, a big comeback by the Bearcats, Knights will go to 13-7 to finish the regular season, also 5-5 in the NCAA League. Up top, Peshka for 3 again. That's off the front iron. Offensive board, put back up, missed. Second one also missed, but right back again. Got her own rebound, did Haxton. That one off the rim, then the top of the backboard. As we approach 5 minutes to go in the game, still 48-31. Douglas off to Eshelman. Throwing that one, looking for Lee. Never quite got to her, but 4:50 left now. Kicked out, 3-point shot up, and that'll miss. And tying up, they'll call it jump ball. Alternating possession arrow is going to keep it with Ellsworth. .440 left in regulation. Beyond the arc. It's high-low right there, and a foul on the floor before the shot. Foul's going to go on Megan Torrey. Her second. Also the second team foul. Douglas comes out. Getz comes back in for the Knights. .425 to play and counting here, not quite to the midpoint of the final frame. Knights still by 17, 48-31, jump stop, and that's, and I don't know what Avery said, but I couldn't read her lips, but just a grin on her face, and free throw good, by the way, by Haxton. That's one thing I'll miss about watching these ladies play is some of them, some more than others, really animated and when a little quizzical on the calls against them, but nonetheless, the lead's still 15 as we have 4:10 left in regulation. There's Tori. Now Eshelman, right lane line. Tori up top to Lee. Lee, the lone senior, not on the floor for the night, or lone player for the Knights that's not a senior. As I mentioned earlier, for the Knights, 5 outgoing seniors, and one of which injured, and Rosie Torres had an injury, and coach mentioned a surgery last December. And again, they're going to call a foul on Katie Weiss, and she can't believe it. Inbound into the corner for 3. Off the heel, high bounce. Miss from Haxton, rebound to Lindsley, and now a putback is good. Tenbrink with 8. 3:38 to play in regulation. It's the Knights 48 and the Bearcats 35. Let's keep it here. Get you an area scoreboard update. Brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Oops. All right. So these will be girls' scores. Southeast Upsaline in girls action all over Republic County. That's a third quarter score. I believe end of third quarter. 49-17 in that one. Andover after 3 on top of the Salina Central Lady Mustangs. 41-32. Valley Center's on top of Salina South, end of 3, 37-20. Chapman on top of the Abilene Cowgirls, 29-20. And halftime, El Saline was on top of Hutch Trinity. That score 29-14. So our area scores of note here thus far. Brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. The area scoreboard update here. 3:25 to go as we return to action now. A 13-point game. (45-28) the score at the end of 3. Knights been outscored 7-3 here in the 4th, but still enjoying a 13-point lead as that clock keeps melting away in this girls' contest. Again, I mentioned the Knights are going to be back at home either Monday or Tuesday, as will the boys. The boys and Bennington will be the top 2 seeds in whichever order, depending on their games this evening. As Bennington taking on Inman tonight. Sacred Heart obviously here taking on Ellsworth. And then the Knights locked into either the 2, 3, or 4 seed, so they'll also host. One will be Monday, one will be Tuesday, early next week. And lead to the free throw line, foul called on Haxton. Free throw up and good again. Addie Lee with all 4 points for the Knights here in the quarter. 49-35. Comes Patterson back in. So now we've got Patterson, Weiss, and Douglas, and Eshelman. The free throw's good. Addie with a dozen. 2:50 left in regulation. Knights 50. Lady Bearcats 35. Now in there, Johanna Lindsley. Tenbrink. The drive and a shot up and good. A tough one for Isabel Lindsley. And she's got 5. So the lead is 13 once again, 2.5 to play in the game. Behind the back dribble by Katie Weiss. Now spinning near half court. Nice give to Patterson off the glass and good. What a find her open teammate. Alyssa Patterson. 2-pointer good. First field goal for the Knights to go along with the 5 free throws made, and there's another foul called. To be 2 shots for Tenbrink. And they're going to call a foul on Avery Eschman, her 4th, as both teams into the bonus now with 5 fouls apiece here in the quarter. 2 shots from here on out. Free throw up and well short. And the deficit still for Ellsworth, 15 points. Comes Torrey and gets back in for Douglas and for Patterson. Free throw up and missed again. And the rebound, well, Eshelman had it for a moment. And it's going to go against the foul called. Going to go against Isabella Lindsley. So now the other end will go, as it'll be Eshelman to shoot. That was the 4th personal on Lindsley. 2:06 to play in regulation, 52-37. Free throw up, and that one will not go. Off the back of the iron, spinning to the front of the iron, and falling off. It's the second one. That one's short. So again, it remains a 15-point game. Now 2 minutes even to play in the game. 3-pointer, Tenbrink, another short one. And a save in bounds, and Lindsley out of bounds off Lee, it looked like. Referees say Ellsworth ball. Another 10 seconds goes by the wayside. 1:50 left in the game. And with it is Haxton. She'll try a 3 and bury it right over Lee. So Haxton with 11. Second Lady Bearcat in double figures, and a timeout called with 1:41, or will we? So again, the 4 seniors suited up are in there now. With Torrey, Weiss. I take that back. Torrey Weiss and Eshelman are in there. Douglas also in there. And Addie Lee. Inbound shot up. Offensive rebound put back up and good by Lindsley, and a timeout by Sacred Heart. .129 to play in regulation. A full timeout will take it as well. This is Sacred Heart basketball.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
And now back to Sacred Heart basketball.
Back at the Sacred Heart gym, Adam Coulter and Avery Cato on the broadcast. Out of the timeout. Weiss, Torrey, Douglas, Eshelman, and Lee in for the Knights. In there for the Bearcats. Peska, Tenbrink, Haxton. Also out there, Isabel Lindsley and Joanna Lindsley. Quick inbound to Weiss, to Torrey. Now Addie Lee, pass to Douglas from Eshelman. Tried to get it back to Eshelman. Knocked away and now taken away on the other end by Lee, and she's going to be fouled.
Get over here.
1:14 to play. Foul called on Elise Haxton. It's her third personal. Again, both teams over the limit. .114 to play in regulation. Knights by 10. 52-42. Free throw by Lee is good. Little body English trying to will that one in there. Second free throw. Good. 7 of 8 here in the quarter, and Addie's got 14 as Getz checks back in for the Knights, in for Megan Torrey. 54-42, Knights by a dozen with 1:10 left. There's a three from the corner, that's missed long, and the put back up, that's also missed, tipped out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Ellsworth with 63 seconds left. Quick inbound. On the side for three, and an offensive foul called away from the ball.
Hey, 2 up. 2 up, be ready.
Going to call the foul on
Strong to the
Isabel
ball.
Lindsley.
Strong to the ball.
That's her fifth. She just fouled out of the game. She'll foul out with 5. And in their place will come Rylan Oll. And before tossing it again, head coach Carl Hines is going to take a full timeout. We'll take one with him. Sacred Heart up by 12 here late in the game, less than a minute to go. You're listening and watching at Sacred Heart Basketball.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Katie Weiss out of the timeout and up and in. Got her down for a dozen. 45 seconds left. Knights by 14. 56-42. And there's a 3-second violation. 40.2 left. Knights by 14. Just academic at this point. Got to run that clock out. There's Megan Torrey out to Douglas. And now Weiss on the sideline. Up to Megan Torrey. Now Addie Lee. Driving to the basket, not. Whoa. There's Megan Torrey with it. And now Katie Weiss in center circle. Foul called on Laney Peshka, just her second, as Getz will check back in one more time, as will Alyssa Patterson. 13.7 to go in regulation. There's a free throw up and good. Mia Hamilton also back to the scorer's table. Eshelman comes out. Shot up and good by Katie Weiss. As head coach Carl Hines getting his seniors out one by one. Eshelman's out, Weiss has gone out. Quick inbound. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Shot at the horn is going to be missed, and end of the first game of 2 here tonight. The Knights win it by 16, 58 to 42. Come back after a timeout, and we will go over our halftime or our post-game score numbers and more. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maori Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maori Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MaoriClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maori.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Adam Coulter and Avery Kittle on the broadcast this evening, getting set for our second of 2, as the boys will be in action. Tip this one off in about 15 minutes or so, but first, got to do our final scoring numbers here for the ladies as Ellsworth falls to Sacred Heart. Final score 58-42 as the Knights go to 13-7, and they finish the league schedule at 5-5 on the season. Meanwhile, the Bearcats finish the regular season at 9-11, and they finish 2-8 in NCAA league play. Scoring in the game, again, the final score 58-42, 14 apiece by Addie Lee and by Katie Weiss. Skylar Douglas was 16 to lead them all and lead all scorers. 2 apiece by Megan Torrey, by Avery Eshelman, or by, Sydney Getz rather. 8 for Avery Eshelman. 2 by Alyssa Patterson. So again, 16 for Douglas, Weiss, and Lee, 14 apiece. 8 for Eshelman, and 2 apiece for Torrey, for Getz, and off the bench for Alyssa Patterson for the Knights. Meanwhile, for the Lady Bearcats, 13 points by Peshka, Lainey Peshka. 8 points by Peyton Tenbrink, 11 by Elise Haxton, 5 more by Isabel Lindsley, and off the bench 2 from Rylan Ohl, and 1 more by Peyton Coonrod. Final score again in the girls' game, 58-42. And speaking of final scores, let's give you another area scoreboard update. As games in our teams in our area that we're looking at, end of third quarter girls score, Hutch Trinity 40, actually Hutch Trinity down to El Saline 40-24. Andover over Salina Central in girls action 61-39, that's a final. Also, Valley Center over Salina South 46-30, that's also a final. And Southeast of Saline 52, Republic County 28, that's also a girls final score. Also last check, Chapman and Abilene, that rivalry going on tonight. The Lady Irish on top of the Cowgirls. Again, that halftime score we had earlier, same score. The latest updated was Chapman 29 and Abilene 20. So we'll take another break. We'll come back and shift gears and get set for the guys game. It'll be number 6 in 3A, the Ellsworth Bearcats here in town to take on Sacred Heart for the second time, I should say, this season, as the number 9 team in 2A. This should be a goodie again, just as it was in Ellsworth the first time around for these two. We'll take a break. We will come back after this. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dan at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Plasma skin resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure, treating moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Welcome back once again to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. As there were 5 of the Lady Knights that were seniors and outgoing, 7 of the boys for Sacred Heart also will be outgoing seniors. We mentioned that both of these teams, Ellsworth and Sacred Heart, coming in 16-3. And speaking of 16-3, that record again, as we mentioned earlier on, the Bennington boys playing Inman tonight, and Sacred Heart here up against a tough Ellsworth team. The Bennington and Sacred Heart teams in the boys bracket of the Wabaunsee Sub-State playing tonight for the top 2 seeds. As coming in, they both 16-3 records coming into this evening. And we said earlier on, they both will host. They'll be the top 2 seeds in that. Or the top 4 seeds will host the opening game on Monday or Tuesday of next week, but which will be the 1, which will be the 2, that will be decided by night's end. And then tomorrow morning, Keisha will release the 2A and the 3A sub-state brackets, so we can all check that out. I invite you to stop by Salina Post for that information as well for Sacred Heart and all of our area teams and where they'll be playing and who and what seed and what sub-state. Looking forward to that. Mentioning the seniors for Sacred Heart, Michael Matucci, Luca Adami, Evan Bogart, Jet Samuelson, Max Ehrlich, Jason Mars, and Walker Tuttle. Those 7 guys will be the outgoing seniors for the Sacred Heart boys coming up in our second game of 2 here tonight from Salina. Get another break in here, and we will come back as we'll have a few minutes here, 3.5 on the clock, winding down. Then a prayer here from the gym, the national anthem, the starters, and the opening tip-off. That's all to come as we continue with Sacred Heart basketball, game number 20 of the season. It's the last night of the regular season and senior night here from Sacred Heart. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maori Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maori Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MaoriClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maori.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at SalinaPost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Marie Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of north central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Marie Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit marieclinic.com to learn why you matter more at Marie.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Just about set to go. Let's go over the starters here for this one between Ellsworth and Sacred Heart. Again, back the first time these two teams saw one another earlier in the season. The Knights came all the way back for their first lead. Late in that one, it was a 37-36 score, but an 8-0 run to finish the game by Ellsworth. Gave them the 7-point win over the Knights, 44-37. Head coach Brett Rolfs says Ellsworth comes in 16-3, 7-2 in the league. They'll start senior 6'3" Will Cravens, 22 points per game. Lane Rolfs, a senior at 6'1", 5 points per game. Will's 14 back in the first meeting. Lane with 7. Leighton Liker will start tonight. He's a senior at 6'1", at 5 in the first meeting. Cooper McGowan had a couple. Cooper is a sophomore at 6'3", and Riley Stone 6'3" and a senior. And he had 14 as well, as did Will Cravens in the first game between these two back in Ellsworth. For Brian Gormley's Sacred Heart Knights, they're 16-3, 6-3 in the league. The two losses to Beloit, and the other one to these Ellsworth Bearcats, trying to return the favor here on senior night and on the Knights' home floor. They will start their usual 5, all seniors, as Michael Matucci will start, 5'9" guard for Sacred Heart. 10 points in the first game between the two. Evan Bogart starts tonight again, 6'3" senior forward. 7 points in the first meeting. Jet Samuelson, another senior, 6'2" forward, 5 points in the first meeting. Max Ehrlich, 6-foot senior guard. He scored a couple in the first game, and Jason Mars with 3 in the first meeting. And Jason, another senior at 6'3". So Cravens, Rolfs, Leiker, McGowan, and Stone for Ellsworth. Matucci, Bogart, Samuelson, Ehrlich, and Mars for Sacred Heart. This is a packed house here tonight on senior night. We got, looks like some news. Maybe one of the two of the area TV stations here. Getting one of the best games in the state here. We're anticipating here tonight. Number 9 in 2A, the Knights, and number 6 in 3A are the Bearcats. Center circle, it'll be Riley Stone to jump center at 6'3", up against Evan Bogart for the Knights. And there's the opening tap, controlled by the Ellsworth Bearcats. Ellsworth across the jersey tops. Road reds with the Ellsworth Bearcat logo on the sides of the shorts. White numerals and letters trimmed in black. For the Knights, the home whites. Sacred Heart across the jersey tops. Gold stripe down the jersey tops and the shorts. Gold numerals and letters in black trim, and out of bounds right off the bat. And not that I likely need to tell you, it is noisy in this gym, and we're 22 seconds into this boys game. Inbound to Cravens, right in front of me actually. Back near side Leiker. Now up top with Rolfs. 30 seconds gone by. We're scoreless here. Just underway with the Bearcats and the Knights here. Girls got the win for the Knights, and there's a pass underneath, up and good. That's Cooper McGowan. Had 2 in the first meeting and already 2 here in this one to match his total from that first game. Up top to Jason Mars. Mars left side. Bounce pass, Ehrlich. Bogart, Samuelson, back to Ehrlich. Spins now. In the lane, Matucci. Kicked out to Mars for 3. Got it. So Mars gives the Knights their first lead, 3-2. 3-2 Knights, a minute 15 gone by first quarter. McGowan got the first 2. And there's our first foul of the game. It's going to go, it looks like, on Evan Bogart, as he fouls Riley Stone, it would appear. And it is going to go on Bogart, his first personal, first team foul. Minute 19 gone by early. Turning the lane up. That one will pop in by Riley Stone, who makes it a 4-3 game, and now back and forth we go. Ellsworth opened. Knights took the lead. Ellsworth took it back, so already 2 lead changes early on in this one. Matucci, left baseline, beyond the 3-point arc now. Up to Ehrlich, top of the key. Bounce pass to Matucci for 3, left side. That'll go off the heel, missed, and the rebound taken by Cravens for Ellsworth. 6:10 to play first quarter. 4-3, Bearcats by 1 with the ball. There's Stone in the far corner. Near side to you. Back on the near side, there's Leiker. Up top, Rolfs. Bounce past Cravens now beyond the arc. Up to get it now. Leiker, back near side, Rolfs again. McGowan in the near corner. Leiker again. And now Cravens. Leiker, McGowan in the corner one more time, and Rolfs for 3, right wing. That one will not go. It about 3 bounces off the cylinder and no good. 5.5 to go in the first. Nice down by a point. Left side. Matucci in the lane. Bounce pass back to Ehrlich beyond the arc. Long pass to Mars. Right side for 3. That one will pop in and out. And the rebound taken by Stone, who dumps it off. As Ellsworth back across the timeline. Comes Cravens for Ellsworth. The emotion's already high. McGowan for 3, that's good. McGowan with 5, the lead is 7-3. Biggest lead for either team in the game at 4 points, 2 possessions. 4:45 to play in the first. Matucci to Mars, back to Matucci. Right corner now, right baseline, a blocking foul on McGowan. And Matucci be a non-shooting foul. McGowan's first also on the Bearcats. 7-3, Knights down by 4 with the ball underneath their own basket. Matucci to inbound it. Samuelson in the lane. Mars had it, lost the handle, now Cravens with it. And here come the Bearcats as they'll go for 3 right wing, and that one's gonna miss. Rebound underneath and put back up and in. Riley Stone with the basket, and it's 9-3, a full timeout by the Knights, and we'll take it. Knights down by 6, timeout Sacred Heart. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at SalinaPainClinic.org.
Back at the Sacred Heart Gym, 4:24 to play in the first. Cooper McGowan opened the scoring for Ellsworth rather, excuse me. Jason Mars hit a 3 to give the Knights their lone lead at 3-2, but it's been a 7-0 run since then, as the Bearcats have opened up a 6-point lead, 9-3 as we come out of the timeout. So it looks like the starting 5 remain on the floor for both teams, and it does, and they do. So Matucci again, left side to Ehrlich, back to Matucci. Between the circles, looks like a 2-3 zone. There's a nice pass to Samuelson, up and good from Matucci. That breaks the run. So Jet with a couple, and lead down to 4 again at 9-5 as we're just to the midpoint with 4 minutes to go here in the first. And there, boy, nearly. Comes Luka Adami and also Walker Tuttle, the other 2 seniors, set to check in now. A long 3 by Ross, up and good. Ross with a 3 ball. 12-5 Ellsworth. And really not what the Knights wanted, needless to say, as in that first meeting, they found themselves down early, as it was 17-9 after the opening quarter, and there's a put back up, good by Samuelson again. So it's 12-7. Another minute gone by with 3 minutes to go here in the first, and a fast-paced opening quarter. Just 2 combined fouls, and up and down the floor we've gone. The shot up, good, and one by Cravens. That's his first basket. But already McGowan 5, Stone 4, Rolfs 3, and Cravens 2. Meanwhile for the Knights, Samuelson 4 and Mars with 3. Here comes Walker Tuttle in for Jason Mars. Here comes Luka Adami in for Jet Samuelson. 2:55 to play. Cravens on the free throw line for Ellsworth. Free throw up and good. So 3 for Cravens now as well, and it's 15-7. Knights down by 8. Ehrlich, Matucci, right lane line, kicked out to Adami now, driving, and there's a blocking foul on Cravens. Gonna call the foul on Will. First team foul, or rather second team foul, first personal foul I should say. So Matucci's gonna inbound for the Knights. Each team with a couple here early. Jump stop in the lane, Bogart rather, it's up and good. And a chance at a 3-point play, now the Knights. And what's the referee? Uh-oh. Basket's good. Well, they changed the foul from Cravens to Riley Stone. His first, third team foul. Bogart up. That one pops in and out. Rebound goes to Stone. So 2.5 to play. It's 15-9. Knights down by 6. Weicker to Cravens. Up top, Rolfs. Back to Cravens. Double team between the rings, and there's a reach-in foul by Bogart. And another one of those, again, little quizzical look on his face. So it'll be the second foul on Bogart as Samuelson comes back in for him. Got a dummy on Cravens right in front of us. Now Rolfs though for 3. That one's going to miss. McGowan the offensive board for Ellsworth. Now back to Cravens. 2 minutes left in the third. In the first, wow. Pass McGowan, kicked out. Leiker, right lane line. Back to McGowan in the corner. Now Rolfs on the wing. Back to McGowan for 3 from the corner. Got it. McGowan with 8, and Ellsworth just isn't missing. Jump stop Matucci to their basket, though kicked out. Ehrlich had in the moment in the corner. Now a pass to Adami. That's tipped up. Offensive rebound tipped up by Adami, and now stolen away though by Cravens. And there's a runner up off the glass and good by Stone with 6. 20-9 with 1:05 to play first quarter. And we're down to a minute. Knights down by 11, 20-9. Matucci with it between the rings. Right side Ehrlich. Samuelson has a reach in and take away by Rolfs. Back on defense go the Knights. McGowan up top to Cravens. Cravens off to his left. Leiker in the corner. McGowan with it. And Rolfs, and it's going to be a backcourt violation now. Ehrlich with it. To the rack off the glass and good. Ehrlich with his first 2. 20-11. Under 20 seconds to go here late in the first quarter. It's 20-11. The Knights are down by 9. Final 10 seconds now. There's a tip and a steal by the Knights. Tuttle to Matucci. Got to get a quick one off, and there, Ehrlich rather missed. And after one, Ellsworth on fire shooting. They're up 20-11 over the Knights. We'll come back with the second quarter after this. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure. Treat moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Well, welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. I'm Adam Coulter with Avery Cato on the camera tonight. 8 on the clock as we get set for the start of the second quarter. 8 points for Cooper McGowan to lead all scores. A couple of 3s and a 2. 6 for Riley Stone. 3 for Lane Rolfs. 3 for Will Cravens. For the Knights, 4 for Jet Samuelson. 3 for Jason Mars. 2 apiece for Evan Bogart and Max Ehrlich for the Knights. The one lead they had at 3-2. 7-0 run made it 9-3 Ellsworth, and they've led from that point on. And the lion's share of the opening 8 minutes. Second quarter set to begin. Night ball as Will Tuttle's checked in for the first time for the Knights. Tuttle, Adami, Ehrlich, Matucci, and Samuelson. There's a steal by McGowan. Like starting five still on the floor for Ellsworth, and it is. Cravens, Ross, Liker, McGowan, and Stone for the red-clad Ellsworth Bearcats. 21 seconds gone by. There's a turnover against Ellsworth. Ball back to the Knights. Michael Matucci with it. Opening half minute here of the second. Knights down by 9. Matucci into the corner. Ehrlich, bounce pass. 3 ball, that's going to miss from the right corner by Tuttle. There's Rolfs. Near half court, just outside that center circle. And I reach in and go right in front of me. Whew. Not the most fun feeling in the world. You got the ball was heading right towards me. Just glad a couple of the players didn't give a lot of chase. Minute gone by here in the second. Here's Cravens down Broadway, missed the shot, and a foul call. Looks like Tuttle raising his arms, and it will be, as if to say it's on me. Tuttle's first team foul. A minute 6 gone by, second quarter. Knights down by 9, 20-11. Same score as it was at the end of 1. Free throw by Cravens is good. And he's up to 4, averaging 22 points per. Had 14 in the first game between these two. Free throw up and also good. Back to a double-figure lead, 22-11. Knights back down the floor again. So Ehrlich up top to get it. Adami to his left. Pass inside and off the hand of Samuelson. Ball back to Ellsworth. Six and a half to play before halftime. It's Cravens. Now Liker. All 5 starters still out there for Ellsworth. And there's a foul called. They call a foul on Luca Adami. His first, second team foul. Still 6:22 to play in the second. And I mentioned this is number 6 in 3A being Ellsworth, number 9 in 2A being Sacred Heart. Doing battle here tonight. Loose ball out of bounds. It's going to go off of Ehrlich. McGowan lost it. Ehrlich tried to go for it and Coach Gormley a few feet away. I could hear him say that he wanted a crowd couldn't believe that one, neither could I. Why was that not a backcourt violation? .5:55 left. Stone, offensive foul with the elbow. Boy, last game of the regular season, foul called on Riley Stone, his first, his second actually. And for the first time, Dax Liker, also Ben Hipp, going to check in. In there for Stone, in there for Liker. I started to say, too, got a full house here tonight at Ellsworth, making the trip, about a 45-minute drive. Last game of the regular season for both teams, and some tensions running high here, some emotions running high. Matucci up top to Adami, behind the back with the dribble. A little floater up and good. Adami his first basket. 22-13, each team with a couple here as we played about 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the second quarter. 22-13, Knights within 9. There's a reach and a steal by Matucci with numbers. Now Ehrlich all by himself. Left hand up off glass and good. 4 for Ehrlich. 5 minutes to play. It's a 7-point game now 22-15, Knights within 7. There's Rolfs. We'll tunnel all over him. There's Cravens, right side, and there's a traveling violation on Will Cravens, and he couldn't believe it. 4:39 to play until halftime. A timeout called by Ellsworth. 30-second timeout, I believe. Yes, we'll take it with them. 4:39 to play in the second. Bearcats 22, Knights 15. Back after this, you're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Watching him drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. 4:35 to play. (22-15). Pass to Ehrlich on the baseline, and 3-second violation. Turnover against the Knights. Right in front of me, it's Adami and Cravens. Now Samuelson over to help. McGowan looking for Cravens, goes back to his left. Up top to Cravens one more time. Near side to Dax Leiker. To Dax Leiker. Man, it's loud in here. Leiker to Cravens. 3:45 to play, second quarter. 7-point game. Pull-up shot by Cravens is missed. Tipped. McGowan with it. And Ellsworth resets. Leiker. Right side McGowan. 3:25 to play before halftime. Dax Leiker between the rings, right. Gives it off. A long three by Cravens is missed. Ross, another offensive rebound. Cravens with it. Whew. 30-second timeout, 2:51 to play before halftime. Well, Knights out of the huddle, out of the timeout. So it's going to be Ellsworth ball. As Cravens got the timeout call right at half court, trying to save the possession for the Bearcats. 2:45 to play before halftime. It's a 7-point game. And only 6 combined points here in the quarter. Knights have scored 4, Ellsworth just 2. Still looking for their first field goal. From the corner for 3, that's up, that's missed, rebound Adami for the Knights. Chance to cut it down to 2 possessions for the Knights now. Matucci bounce pass right side. Back to Matucci from Adami. 2:15, right lane line Matucci. There's Ehrlich there in the corner, and he walked. And there's Leighton Liker back in, so now both Likers are in, Dax and Leighton. Craven's still in there. McGowan's still in there. And Ben Hipp in the game for Ellsworth. Meanwhile, for the Knights, Matucci's out there, Ehrlich, Adami, Will Tuttle, and Bogart's checked back in for the Knights. 2 minutes left before halftime, and well, I said it before, your emotion's definitely running high on both ends of the floor. To the rack off the glass, though, too strong by Leighton Liker. McGowan now beyond the arc, right to the baseline. Back to Leighton Liker. And now Dax Liker. 90 seconds left before halftime. And Cravens with a dummy on him. Cravens kicked out. Liker for three up top. Missed. Rebound. Bogart. 1:15 left before halftime. 22-15 Knights. Down by 7 rather. Matucci to Adami. Runner missed it though strong to the left. A minute left before halftime, and again, just 2 free throws the entire quarter for Ellsworth, but just 2 two-point field goals for the Knights. Only 6 combined points here thus far in the second quarter. McGowan to the basket, missed it off the glass, tipped. And a foul called on Ellsworth. And that's really cool what they're doing across the way. The student section, they're waving the Italian flag. Luca Adami right next to us here checking out. He's heading back to Italy. He's an exchange student from Italy. But that's pretty cool. I just realized that. A bunch of the student section are waving the flag of Italy. 30 seconds left. Knights can cut it to 2 possessions heading into the break. Matucci. Mars has checked back in for the Knights, so out there now, Will Tuttle, Mars, Matucci, Ehrlich, and Bogart. 10 seconds left before halftime. 22-15. Tuttle to Matucci in the corner to Ehrlich. Swing pass, Matucci puts it up, got it blocked by Cravens. And we're at halftime. The Knights held Ellsworth without a field goal in that second quarter, but only managed 4 themselves. As we're at halftime with the score 22-15. We will come back at halftime after a break, give you the individual scoring numbers and more. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maori Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maori Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MaoriClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maori.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Halftime as the seniors being introduced and honored here. Going over here, the scoring for the first half, again, 22-15. Early basket by Cooper McGowan made it 2-0 Ellsworth. A three by Jason Mars made it 3-2. That was the only lead as it would turn out for the Knights to this point, as the Bearcats went on a 7-0 run from there and took a 20-11 lead after, took a 20-11 lead after the first quarter. Second quarter, the Knights held Ellsworth without a field goal, just 2 free throws from Will Cravens in that second quarter, but only managed 2 two-point field goals themselves, as the Knights cut the lead from 9-7, but still trail it 22-15 here at the halftime break. Individual numbers, not a single player in double figures. 8 points for Cooper McGowan, leads all scorers, and Ellsworth. 6 for Riley Stone, 5 for Will Cravens, and 3 for Lane Rolfs. Meanwhile, for the Knights, 4 apiece from Jet Samuelson and Max Ehrlich, 3 from Jason Mars, 2 from Evan Bogart, and 2 off the bench from Luca Adami. Go ahead and look at your area scoreboard update. Brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. That is scores we've got. These will be some boys' scores here at halftime. Salina South over Valley Center at half. The Cougars on top 28-26. Also Andover all over Salina Central at the half. In boys action, the Mustangs down to Andover 39-14. Boys end to 1 score. Southeast of Tulane 25, Republic County 13. And final score from earlier, a couple of girls' finals we didn't have earlier on. Chapman beat Abilene 59-47, and El Saline beat Hutch Trinity 51-36. So again, those are the scores we have at this point. There's now the ladies for the Knights being honored, the senior ladies. Congrats to all these young men and women. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more of the half here after this. The score again here, 22-15 Ellsworth by 7 over Sacred Heart And you're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maori Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Maori Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MaoriClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maori.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. Again, our score here at halftime, 22-15. Seniors are still being introduced here at the guys. They got a chance to get back to the locker room, and meanwhile, the ladies still being introduced now. The seniors being honored here tonight. Halftime score of the boys game, 22-15 Ellsworth. And I mentioned a bit earlier that the Sacred Heart girls, 13-7, they will be the 2, 3, or the 4 seed in their sub-state, the Wabaunsee girls bracket. Tomorrow morning at 10 is when Keisha had scheduled the time to release those brackets and who will play when and where. But both the boys and girls have clinched a home game next week, so they'll be off with the Knights boys and girls next week, or actually until next week, I should say. They won't play Friday. They'll be back in action on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. Single games those two nights, but we'll await the schedule and the time. I'm going to guess both games will be at 7 o'clock Monday and Tuesday. Single games. The question is, who will they play and where will they be seated exactly, as the Knights, the girls, could be a 2, 3, or a 4 seed in their bracket. Meanwhile, the Knights, the boys, could be a 1 or a 2, as tonight coming into the Knights games, Inman was hosting Bennington, who had an identical record. Bennington did to Sacred Heart, 16-3. And right now, Bennington don't have a score in that game yet, but Ellsworth on top of Sacred Heart, obviously, here in this one, but both teams 16-3 and fighting for that first and second seed. And again, should the Knights get that top seed, they would most likely be, and I believe, I shouldn't say most likely, if they do get the top seed, they'd play Republic County one more time, a third time this season, and that'd be right here early next week on either Monday or Tuesday night. Halftime score one more time, 22-15. We'll come back after another break. This is Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Marie Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones is joining Drs. Knox, Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, and Roche at Marie Women's Clinic in Salina. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MarieClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Marie.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
And now back to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back once again to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. A lot of seniors being introduced and honored here tonight. Basketball players and cheerleaders and cross-country runners and track runners and many of the young men and women, more than one activity. Great experience here to watch the students here at Sacred Heart. Being honored here by the teachers, the faculty, and the staff, and of course their fellow students here tonight on senior night. The Lady Knights won the opener of the doubleheader, as we mentioned. The boys going to try and come back and sweep Ellsworth. Right now, again, it's, as we mentioned earlier on, 22-15 the score. It was 20-11 after one. Knights only had 4 points in the second, but also held Ellsworth to just 2 free throws. Clock ticks down, and we are just about set for action here. Final minute, no less than a minute now, ticking away to the start of the third quarter. It should be a fun finish. A couple of other scores in the area. Another area scoreboard update brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Southeast of Saline, all over Republic County. Boys halftime score 54-16 in that one. And El Saline, number 7 in 2A, over Hutch Trinity. That's a boys score at the end of the first quarter. 16-10 El Saline up on top of the Celtics. Final seconds tick away, and we are about set for action here as onto the floor. Matucci, Ehrlich, Bogart, Samuelson, and Mars for Sacred Heart. Cravens, Ross, Leiker, McGowan, and Stone for Ellsworth. Starting 5, Ellsworth. Now as you view it, right to left to me, left to right to you. Now to go right to left as you view it. .740 left, just underway here in the third quarter, 22-15. Ellsworth ball. Weicker to McGowan in the corner. Hands it off to Cravens. Stone, turn around in the lane, and that'll pop in and out. And the rebound is taken, saved, now stolen away by Matucci. Now it passed to Ehrlich. And Ehrlich wanted to run for a second, gets it back to Matucci. Blocking foul called. And it'll go on Ellsworth, first foul of the third quarter. And they'll call it, I believe, on Cooper McGowan. I'm going to take that back. It was 14, not 15. Ehrlich for three. That's no good. And a tie-up with Stone for Ellsworth and Mars for the Knights. Alternating possession, or we'll keep it with Sacred Heart. 22-15. So it was actually Leighton Leiker picked up the foul. Inbound to Samuelson. And the starting five back on the floor for both teams now. Ehrlich in the lane, and traveling violation called right at the free throw line. And the ball back to the Bearcats. So boys, since late in the first quarter, Ellsworth hasn't had a single field goal, and now the entire 8 minutes of the second quarter, and now a minute plus here into the third. There's a shot up and no good by Cravens. Now Matucci quickly down the floor, bounce pass looking for Ehrlich, and gonna call an offensive foul on the Knights. And they're gonna call it on Matucci, and Coach Gormley is in disbelief. But that's first team foul on the Knights here, and there's Leiker working against Bogart. Now Ross against Ehrlich. Left side in the corner, Stone from Leiker, driving the baseline to the rack, off the glass and good. First field goal since the first quarter. Stone with 8 points, and the lead is 9 again, 24-15. Played not quite 2 minutes in the third. There's Matucci in the lane. In the corner, Ehrlich got it. Three-pointer, Max Ehrlich with 7. And the lead down to 2 possessions, 24-18. Trying to trap at half court. Cravens passing out of it. There's Stone in the right corner. Leiker, Ross for 3, and got it again. His second three, he's got 6. Back to a 9-point game, 27-18. To the basket, and Samuelson's going to be fouled by Stone, so this will be a 2-shot foul for the Knights. .27 to play. Third quarter. Samuelson to the free throw line. Free throw rails around and out. Comes the second one up, and that one's good. Samuelson with 5, and the lead is 8 for Ellsworth, 27-19. Pass to Stone, works against Samuelson now, kick back out to Cravens. Up top, Leiker. Not quite 3 minutes gone by here in the third. Ross. Now Leiker one more time, left side to Cravens. Cravens with a spin to the elbow. Right side, Rolfs beyond the arc, or Leiker now to Rolfs, back to Leiker. Stone in the corner. A bounce pass to Cravens. Swings a pass to Ross for 3 again, and this one will miss. Rebound to Cravens. Kick back out, McGowan will try a 3. He'll miss. tipped again, and a foul goes on Ellsworth. Going to call it on Leighton Leiker. His second personal, third on the team. So boy, if you're the Knights, you'd love to get them in foul trouble, they being the Bearcats. Again, starting five back on the floor for the Knights. Dax Leiker is checked in for Leighton Leiker for Ellsworth. Ehrlich for three again. That's going to be off the heel. Boy, skying for the rebound. Matucci had it for a moment. Now a scrum on the floor. Ross for Ellsworth. Matucci for the Knights. And alternating possession arrow as Adami's going to check back in for the Knights. So now Adami's out, or I should say Adami's in rather. Mars is out. Starting five on the floor for Ellsworth as well, save for Dax Leiker in for Leighton Leiker. And that's out of bounds. It'll stay with Ellsworth. Starting five out there for the Knights, save for Luca Adami in there for Jason Mars. 4:05 to go third quarter. Rolfs into Cravens. And we're halfway through the third. 27-19 the score as they've traded three-pointers. The last couple of baskets. 8-point game, and Leiker to Ross beyond the arc. 3:45 to play. Leiker one more time. Working against Ehrlich. Tip from behind, and Matucci has it. Outlet though, Ehrlich, and it's going to be over his head into the stage. .333 to play in the third. This atmosphere is absolutely electric. There's Leiker. The opposing number ones on the jerseys. There's a loose ball taken away by Adami. Spinning. And a tee on who? And Ellsworth's coach, Brett Rawls, just got teed up. So that's going to be two shots for the Knights and the ball. Boy, that would be a huge momentum shift if Knights could go on a run right here. Ehrlich will shoot the bonus free throws rather. Free throw good. Ehrlich with 8 for the 5 Knight points here in the third quarter. And this will make it a two-possession game. And he does. So Ehrlich, he's got 9 for the game. The Knights within two possessions, 27-21 with the ball. And a chance to cut a little deeper into this lead now. Back within two possessions now, and a chance to cut it to 4 or maybe one possession with a 3. Matucci, though, going to drive, scoop underneath, looking for Shamison, and taken away by Cravens, and now a loose ball on the floor, and who's got it? It went off the referee, and the Knight fans are Adami out. Will Tuttle's check back in for the Knights. 3:05 to play third quarter. It's 27-21. Adami in the corner. Ehrlich, a little head fake there. Looking for a pick from Bogart to the left corner. Back to the right side. Bogart for 3. It's up. It's good. 3-point game. 27-24. It's a low score right now, but boy, is it fun to watch nonetheless. Cravens at half court working on Adami. And there's a foul called on Adami near half court.
Luca, you had a 4 count. You had a 4 count.
2:35 to play. Foul on Adami is second. Second team foul of the Knights. Next one by Ellsworth to put the Knights in the double bonus, and another, and this time they call it. Ooh. Well, and the momentum has swung definitely. The Knights still find themselves down by 3, but I made mention that the Knights down by 8 when that tee was called on head coach Brett Ross of Ellsworth. Ehrlich hit the 2 free throws. The Knights got the ball back, and now they cut the lead down to 3 and now to 1. Matucci with a basket. 2:10 to play third quarter, 27-26. It's a 1-point game. Bounce pass. Dax Leiker working against Matucci, now Adami. Stone, left corner, now Cravens on the wing. 150 down low, McGowan up and under, missed it. Rebound Matucci. Matucci to Adami, right side. Back to Mike. Back in the corner to Adami. 1:41 to play, third quarter. Knights down 1 with the ball. Left side, Will Tuttle, jump stop in the lane, a little floater, got it. Knights on top. Tuttle's first basket, Knights back on top, 28-27. Just their second lead of the game. 1:19 to play, third quarter. Here's Cravens to Leiker, to Stone, a spin and a blocking foul called. The basket won't count, but it is against Michael Matucci. And that'll be Samuelson going to check back in. That's Matucci's second personal. Samuelson back in. Will Tuttle's going to come out. And it's going to be Leighton Leiker back out there, along with Ross, Craven, Stone, and McGowan for Ellsworth for the Knights. Samuelson, Matucci, Adami, Bogart, and Ehrlich, and there's a takeaway by the Knights. 1:10 to go, and there's a foul on McGowan. Another foul, and now the Knights into the double bonus. The Knights are going to shoot free throws from here on out. Still 1:10 to go. The Knights still have 1 to give as they've only committed 3. So Adami's at the free throw line for the Knights. At the lane for the Knights, Matucci and Samuelson in the backcourt. Bogart and Ehrlich, free throw up and good. So there's Adami's third point. 2-point lead for the Knights now, 29-27. Free throw up and a quiet Jim and good again. Adami with 4. The lead for the Knights now 3 at 30-27. That's a 15 to 5 run, I should say. To go from down 7 to up 3. 1 minute left. Third quarter, 30-27 Knights. Cravens right side in the corner. Ross for 3. It's up. That'll miss. Tipped. And the rebound off Leiker. Got it back in bounds to McGowan for Ellsworth. 50 seconds left. McGowan to Ross between the rings. Right side to Cravens. Cravens to Leiker. Back near side, or left wing I should say, to Rolfs. Bounce past Leiker one more time. 35 seconds left. Here's Cravens. Near the center circle, working on Adami. McGowan to the corner, near side of Rolfs for 3. Well long and out of bounds, and who's going to night ball? 22.6 to go, late third. Samuelson out, Ehrlich back in quickly. We got Ehrlich, we got Will Tuttle. We've got Adami, Matucci, and Bogart for the Knights. And again, it's Rolfs, Leiker, McGowan, Stone, and Cravens, the starting 5 are out there for the Ellsworth Bearcats with 12 seconds left late in the third quarter. The Knights going to play for the final shot here of the period. Adami with it to the rack, pulls up, shot though will miss. And I don't think it would have counted anyway, and it wouldn't have. But after 3, the Knights are back on top. Just the second lead they've had. 30-27 Knights after 3. Back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Insurance is something we all need, in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Oh, this is going to be a fun finish. Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Adam Colts for courtside. Avery Cato's on the camera. The Knights, 30-27. That's a 15-5 run. Again, erasing a 7-point deficit, leading by 3 as we start the final 8 minutes of this one. And not a single player. McGowan's got 8. All those were in the first quarter to lead Ellsworth. It's Ehrlich with 9 to lead all scorers, and just Sacred Heart Knights. So not a double-figure score in the game. 30-27 is the score. 3-ball. Ehrlich got it. Well, of course, as soon as I say that, Ehrlich bombs a 3. Bombs away. 33-27 on the Knights, lead it by 6. 30 seconds gone by. Stone in the lane, and there's a foul call on the Knights. Again, Will Tuttle's in there, Adami's in there, Bogart, Matucci, and Adami for the Knights. America! Ross, Craven, Stone, McGowan, and Leiker for Ellsworth. 35 seconds gone by, Knights. That was a second foul, by the way, on Will Tuttle. 45 seconds gone by. Here's Ross up top to Leiker. Looking right to Cravens. A long 3. Short. Rebound Bogart to Matucci. 1 minute gone. Well, nearly 1 minute gone by anyway. Now we're at 7 to play in the game. Adami up top. Ehrlich thought about a 3 again for a moment. Nice pass. Adami to Ehrlich, though, missing, and the rebound to Cravens. Still a long way to go, but the Knights up a half dozen. Tipped. McGowan got it, and now a foul's going to be called on the Knights. It's going to be on Matucci one more time, his third. 6:43 to play in regulation, and here comes Samuelson back in the game. Matucci's going to come out with 3 fouls for the moment. Quick inbound, Leiker with it, looking right side to Cravens. Puts it up over Bogart and hits it. Cravens with 8, but well short of his average of 22. Full timeout, 33-30 Knights, 6:35 to play in the game. This is Sacred Heart Basketball.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Opus Plasma Skin Resurfacing at Salina Medical Aesthetics is similar to traditional laser skin treatments. It uses thermal energy to produce anti-aging results as opposed to traditional laser energy. There's minimal downtime, and each session only takes about 45 minutes. Most patients see a noticeable difference with just one procedure, treating moderate to deep wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, rough patches, poor skin tone, and sunspots. Opus is a fantastic treatment for anti-aging. For a free consultation, contact Salina Medical Aesthetics and learn more at salinamedesthetics.org.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Well, I must admit I had goosebumps a little earlier in this second half, and I'm a tad bit excited, just like everybody else is in this gym right now. Boy, 6:20 left in regulation. Here's Ehrlich, near side Adami to the basket, and looks like it'll be a foul on the floor. And they're going to call it on Leiker against Ellsworth. Here's Mars back in for the Knights. 6:15 to play. As Mars in, Samuelson's going to take a breather. Matucci inbound to Ehrlich for three, and over the basket it sails. We played not quite 2 minutes here in the fourth. Ellsworth playing from behind for just the second time all game. To Stone up off the glass and missed it, but 2 shots coming. Couldn't get the basket to fall, and the foul's going to be called. Look like Will Tuttle's going to pick up his third, and will. Second team foul on the Knights. 1 second beyond the 6-minute mark here, fourth quarter. Here's the free throw up and missed. And getting goosebumps all over again. Free throw good. Riley Stone with 9. Ehrlich with a dozen. He's the only double-figure scorer for either team. Cravens 8, McGowan 8, Stone 9 for Ellsworth. Bounce pass Matucci into the lane. Tipped up, going to the corner, and taken by Stone and Ellsworth. Reaching by Adami. Adami and Stone one-on-one down the floor, and he lost the handle. And Stone couldn't believe it. He's going to pick up the foul. 5:34 to play in regulation. It's 33-31. There's Matucci. Right lane line to the left to Adami. Mars up under. Boy, what a shot, but he missed it. Boy, what a scoop and adjustment in midair by Mars, but the shot would not go. 33-31, the score remains here as Cravens bounce past the Leiker in the corner. Up top to Rolfs in that Knight logo between the rings as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the fourth. Knights cling to a 2-point lead. Cravens, shot good. We're tied again. Cravens with 10, and we're all knotted at 33. So the Knights led by 3 after 3. We're tied up right now. Jason Mars. Pass down low, Matucci kicked out. Tuttle for 3, near corner, got it. Will Tuttle for 3. Tuttle with 5. The lead back up to 3, 36-33. 4:25 left in the fourth now. Rolfs to answer on the other end. That'll go. He's got 9. 36-36. Still not quite to the midpoint of the quarter with 4:10 left. Here's Tuttle to Ehrlich. Bounce pass, wing, right to Mars, now back to Ehrlich. Midpoint now, 4 minutes to go in regulation. Back out to Ehrlich, 36 all. Bounce pass, Matucci driving from the left side, up. Boy, and that one around the cylinder and trying to rip it away from McGowan. 3:45 to go in regulation, 36 apiece. And now Ellsworth can take their first lead since late in the third quarter when they fell down 28-27 to the Knights. And that, yep, traveling violation called on Cravens. Here comes Evan Bogart back in. Jason Mars going to go back out. 3:33 to go now, fourth quarter, 36-36 the score. By the way, my last foul on Riley Stone was the fourth personal for him. Each team with 2 here in the fourth quarter. Bogart to Ehrlich, right wing. And now up between the rings. Ellsworth back in a 2-3 zone. Defensively, 3-ball. Tuttle got another one! 6 for Tuttle in the quarter, 8 in the game, full timeout. Ellsworth will take it. Tuttle, one more 3-pointer. It's a three-point game again. 3:11 to play in the game. The Knights now up 39-36. Have not trailed since late in the third. Well, I'm going to try and give a quick scoreboard update if you can hear me. I think it's actually gotten louder in here, if that was possible. Halftime score, the boys game, Abilene all over Chapman, 49-16. Boys final, Andover 76, Salina Central 43. Boys in the third quarter score, 46-43 Valley Center. And halftime score in boys action, El Saline 34, Hutch Trinity 14. The area scoreboard update brought to you as always by Salina Surgical Hospital. 3:11 to play in this one. The Knights on the second three. Actually, the Knights 3 threes here in the quarter. Ehrlich's got one. Will Tuttle has the other two. Each team with 9 in the quarter thus far. Cravens has 5 in the quarter, a 3 and a 2. Lane Ross with a 3, and Riley Stone 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The biggest numbers of all right now, 39 and 36. The Knights by 3 as we approach 3 minutes left in the game. Adami and Cravens doing battle, offense to defense. Left side to Liker. Liker to Rolfs. 2:50 left. Cravens up top. Again, working against Adami. The spin from the elbow, right side, strong, missed. McGowan hauls it in though. Now Cravens with it. In a crowd, out of bounds. It'll stay with Ellsworth. 2:36 to play. Inbound to McGowan. Off to Cravens. 2.5 to play. Knights by 3. Here's Cravens at the free throw line. Right side to Liker. Now Stone playing with 4 fouls. Pull up shot good. Stone with 11. The lead is 1. 39-38 Knights by 1. Matucci with it across the timeline. 2:08 to play in regulation. Knights cling to a 1-point lead with possession. Clock winds down now. 2-minute warning, so to speak. That's a long 2 minutes. Knights by 1. Again, if you recall the last meeting, the Knights got their first lead in that one by a single point, but Ellsworth scored the last 8 of the game to win it after they led most of the game. Different scenario here as the Knights, 30 seconds burned. 90 seconds, we're under 90 seconds now. Adami, bounce past Matucci. Matucci back to Adami. And boy, the Knights burning some clock here, 119-118. Knights have burned over 45 seconds of the clock. We're down to 1:10 to go in regulation. Adami with the ball, those Italian flags across the way, flying again. Ehrlich, and the Knights are going to try and run this down. And a reach in, there's a foul called. That'll be 3 on Ellsworth. That's going to be on Liker. Liker's 4th as well. Another full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 39-38 Knights, 57.4 to go in regulation. Back after this. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
For over 90 years, when people go car shopping, they've been coming to Marshall Motors in Salina. Hi, this is Dane at Marshall Motors. The world has changed, but the way we do business remains the same. We promise you the right price, no pressure, and to be your trusted dealership for sales and service. For over 90 years, we've been treating people the way we want to be treated and watching them drive away with a smile and a great ride. Come see us in South Salina at Marshall Motors. We keep life moving.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball. 57.4 to go in regulation. There's the game reset. The score 39-38 in favor of the Knights. Possession arrow with Ellsworth. 2 team fouls against the Knights, 3 against Ellsworth in the quarter, 3 timeouts left for the Knights, 1 remaining for Ellsworth. Again, the alternating possession arrow favors Ellsworth. But out of the timeout, it's going to be non-shooting foul. It'll be Sacred Heart to inbound it right between myself and the bench. Into the backcourt to Ehrlich. The Knights again, they burn over a minute, and there's a reach in and a foul on Rolfs. That's 4 against Ellsworth, I should say. That's the 4th team foul. That's just the first on Rolfs in the game. The Knights trying to milk this clock, and they've held it for about a minute 15 seconds now, since it was just over 2, and there's a foul on Rolfs, and that's going to put the Knights at the line. 44.1 to go. It's Ehrlich to the free throw line, leading scorer for the Knights with a dozen in this one. Cravens with 10, Stone with 11 for Ellsworth, and 12 for Ehrlich to lead the Knights. Free throw up and good. So Ehrlich with 13 now. 40-38. Would be a 1-possession game, make or miss. It'll be a 3-point game. Boy, 2 clutch free throws by the senior. 5 in the quarter, 14 for the game. It's a 3-point game, 44.1 to go. Again, the possession arrow is with Ellsworth. 5 team fouls against the Bearcats, just 2 against the Knights, 2 to give. 41-38, 3 timeouts for Sacred Heart. Oh, foul on Adami. Just 1 timeout for Ellsworth remains with 35.5. That's a foul rather on Adami, his 3rd. And a full timeout's going to be called by Ellsworth. We'll take a break as well. 35.5 to go in regulation. The Knights 41, the Bearcats 38. Back after a break. You're listening and watching to Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Back at the Sacred Heart Gym, Adam Coulter courtside. Avery Cale on the camera this evening. 35.5 to go. The possession arrow pointing the way of Ellsworth. That was Ellsworth's last time out, by the way. The Knights still have 3 remaining. 5 team fouls against the Knights, or check that rather, against Ellsworth. 3 against Sacred Heart. And the score, 41-38, Knights by 3. And again, 35.5 to go in regulation. And it's going to be Ross to inbound on the near sideline to you watching it. Far side to me. 41-38. Ehrlich, 2 clutch free throws before the timeout. A long one by Ross. That's going to be short. Rebound to Adami, and that should be a foul on Cravens, and it is. And he can't believe it. 29.8 to go. Just the 2nd on Will Cravens, but boy, 2 more clutch free throws now. Luka Adami, his turn at the free throw line. Playing 1 of 2 here would make it a 2-possession game. Free throw. Off the heel, no good. High drama, to say the least. Second free throw. No, he missed them both. Out of bounds. off of Samuelson, tried to get the tip and out of bounds, but so it's still a one-possession game as Adami missed a couple of free throws there. Ellsworth still down 3, 41-38 with 20 seconds left. Up top to Cravens, double team there, right side to Liker. Up top McGowan, left side Ross. We're down to 10 seconds, 41-38 Knights. 4 seconds, and there's a whistle and a foul. And boy, and coach wanted a foul called on Cravens. And Max Ehrlich just his first, and Knights with 3 timeouts left. They'll take one right now. Another full timeout. 4.1 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here as we'll look at the scoring here thus far. Knights led 3-2 early. Early 2-pointer by Cooper McGowan made it 2-0 early. A 3-pointer by Jason Mars made it 3-2. The Knights then trailed from that point on until late in the third quarter. They got the lead back at 28-27 and led after 3, 30-27, thanks to a 15-5 run in the third. Here in the fourth, back and forth, the Knights have not surrendered the lead. It's been tied, but the Knights have not trailed here in this fourth quarter. Again, Cravens with 10, 9 for Rolfs, 8 for McGowan, and 11 for Stone for Ellsworth. For the Knights, meanwhile, Matucci 2, Bogart 5, Samuelson 5, Ehrlich 14, Mars with 3, Adami with 4, and Will Tuttle with 8, including 2 threes earlier here in the quarter. 4.1 to go, 41-38. Possession arrow still pointing the way of the Bearcats. 2 timeouts for the Knights, none for Ellsworth. Quick inbound, Cravens. 3, he's gonna heave a 3 up and miss it, and the Knights are gonna win it. The Knights are gonna win it and sweep the Bearcats. They come back and win on senior night. 41-38 the final. The Knights come back and win it. So the Knights are going to go to 17-3 on the season. They'll finish 7-3 in the league. The Bearcats are going to finish 16-4 in the regular season. Also 7-3 in the NCAA league. So the 3 losses for both teams, 2 to the Beloit Trojans, and the other one, their 3rd loss, came at the hands of each other. 41-38 the final. The Knights sweeping on senior night. We'll come back and start postgame after this break. You're listening and watching the Sacred Heart Basketball and Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Maui Clinic is pleased to welcome obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Mariah Jones. Dr. Jones is a Salina area native and is excited to return to her roots and care for the women of North Central Kansas. She completed medical school and residency at the University of Kansas School of Medicine. Dr. Jones joining Dr. Blard and Rosh at Maui Women's Clinic in. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Jones by calling 785-827-7261 or visit MauriClinic.com to learn why you matter more at Maui.
Hometown Disposal is a locally owned and operated waste hauling company offering residential and commercial trash service. Hometown Disposal offers front load, roll off, and rear load disposal bins for all your waste hauling needs. Let Hometown Disposal assist you with all your daily, weekend, or seasonal cleanup jobs. Hometown Disposal offers waste disposal options that are simple, affordable, and stress-free. Hometown Disposal is the right choice for families, local business owners, and general contractors. Contact Hometown Disposal, Salina's premier waste hauling solution.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You're listening to Sacred Heart Basketball.
Welcome back to Sacred Heart Basketball in the Sacred Heart Gym. Adam Coulter and Avery Cato on the broadcast this evening. Boy, what a win for the boys, and what a win for the Knights tonight here on senior night, as the boys and girls sweep Ellsworth here in the regular season finale, as the boys finish up 17-3. As again, I mentioned earlier on, the sub-state, the Wabaunsee sub-state on the boys side, it was Bennington and Sacred Heart 1-2. And going into tonight's game, both teams 16-3. I don't have a Bennington score at the moment, but gonna wait and see how that shakes out. But let's talk to Coach. Head Coach Brian Gormley joining us here, and I don't know what to say, Coach. Congratulations. How about that to start?
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was a great win on senior night. We had to come from behind when things looked pretty bleak, and you know, playing from behind at an end of a game against Ellsworth, you saw it when we were down there. We made a heck of a run, but we got gassed the last 4.5, and we never scored a point again. And They make every possession count, every possession tough. Tonight we flipped it a little bit earlier and closed that gap, and we're just able to play basketball all the way to the very end.
Yeah, I made that point back during the fourth quarter that you guys got your first lead finally by a point, but then they won an 8-0 run to finish it at their place. But in this one, you got the lead for the first time since you were up 3-2. That was the only lead until the end of the third quarter. You got up 28-27 and 30-27, and you hang on. But what a team effort. It wasn't until Max got into double figures scoring in the fourth quarter. You didn't have any one guy in double figures at all.
Yeah, you know, we have 15 at half, and those possessions, yeah, we give up an offensive rebound. We're playing defense for 90 seconds plus. So, you know, it's going to be a slower pace game. You're not going to see guys, you know, have 3 or 4 in doubles. It's just not a normal pace of a high school basketball game. And, you know, we had to adjust to it, and our guys did a great job of doing that.
One thing I noticed, too, defensively, you guys just give up the 2 points in the second quarter in particular, go into halftime down just 7, but no field goals in that second quarter from high-powered Ellsworth team. Nice job by your guys. Just 2 free throws. That was the only scoring for them in the second quarter.
Yeah, and, you know, that's they came out aggressive, and we came out kind of playing straight-up defense, seeing how we could do, paying a little bit extra attention, obviously, to Cravens. And I think when we made that transition, our guys wanted to pick up pace a little bit on the defensive side and bother the ball, and that didn't let them just get in that flow of their offense a little bit. So it took them out of flow, and we were not really good on the offensive end in the second quarter, but on the defensive end, we were able to gain some ground.
Well, Coach, looking ahead here, congrats on this one. A big win for you guys. And going into tonight, as far as sub-state was concerned, it was you and Bennington, both 16-3. They had Inman tonight. Of course, you had Ellsworth. You know, you're 17-3. I don't have a score on the Bennington or Inman game, but you know that you guys, you know you're going to be the top 1 or 2 seeds, and you get a home game. Any preference on 1 or 2, or who you're going to I know Belleville, Republic County will be the 8th seed, but any preference on the opponent?
No, at this point in the season, we're going to probably have a coin flip tomorrow, and whatever happens, you want to play. And, the biggest thing we wanted two things, to be honest. Number one, you want to host a first-round game. That's everybody's goal at the beginning of the year, get that first one on your floor. And then the second thing we wanted to do is we want Bennington on the opposite side, we want to do the best we can to face them on March 2nd. They're an awfully good basketball team. I think a lot of people know, how they played versus Ellsworth, a common opponent that took us obviously everything we had. So, we got in the best position we can. We'll let the coin toss happen, and we'll just be ready to play basketball next Tuesday night right here.
In Acacia, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning officially, but we'll figure tomorrow morning at some point. We'll get that on the website on SalinaPost.com, but also, Coach, just anxious, got another week off here, or at least you guys, I'm not sure, you guys would play Monday and the girls Tuesday or vice versa?
Vice versa, yeah.
Okay, I got you. But again, close to a week off and time to rest and heal up anything, but then right back in action, right back here one more time and see where the chips fall and see where the week takes you.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it. Girls hosted Monday night for sure. I don't know who their opponent might be, and we'll either have Wabaunsee or Republic County. So ready to go to the postseason.
And you guys would have been 1 or 2. They would have been a 2, 3, or 4. So again, we'll see where you guys wind up. But we do know for sure both the girls and boys will be here. But again, Coach, congrats to you guys. Great comeback win. Fun for me to. I made the comment too. If the gym could get any louder, it did at one. I think it did later. It's like I didn't think it could get any louder, but it sure seemed like it did.
Yeah, we had great enthusiasm. Obviously, with it being senior night, we had some grandparents in the stands and some friends of these great seniors, and so it was a special night. The crowd got into it, and we gave them both teams gave them a great game.
Absolutely. Head coach of the boys of Sacred Heart, Brian Gormley. Congratulations, 17-3 on the regular season, and we'll see you tomorrow where you guys wind up, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.
Good luck to postseason. Thanks, Coach. Again, that's head coach of the Sacred Heart boys, Brian Gormley, joining us here during postgame, and 41-38, the final score one more time. Final scoring in the game. First for Sacred Heart was Max Ehrlich, as I mentioned. Only had 9 after 3, had 14 for the game. He had 5 in that pivotal fourth quarter, including 2 clutch free throws. 14 for Ehrlich. Also 8 off the bench for Will Tuttle. 5 apiece from Evan Bogart and Jet Samuelson. 4 points off the bench for Luca Adami. 3 from Jason Mars. He hit that opening 3 of the game, but a 3 it was. And 2 by Michael Matucci for the scoring here for Sacred Heart. But boy, what a team effort by these guys here. 17-3 overall, 7-3. They finish in the NCAA League. Meanwhile, for Ellsworth, they finished the regular season at 16-4, 7-3 as well in the NCAA League. As I mentioned earlier that the Ellsworth and Sacred Heart each had a 7-3 league record. Both of them got beat by Beloit twice, who finishes 10-0 in the league and wins the league title as far as that goes. And the third loss for the Knights and the Bearcats came at the hands of each other for that. Scoring, though, for Ellsworth, only 4 guys scored. Riley Stone with 11, Will Cravens 10. We had Lane Ross with 9, and Cooper McGowan had 8 in a losing effort for the Ellsworth Bearcats. So the final score again in the boys' game, 41-38. Final score in the girls' game. Too many papers in front of me at the moment. Final score of the girls' game was 58-42, excuse me. So the girls get a big win over Ellsworth earlier on, 58-42, and the boys come back and hang on for a 41-38 win in the nightcap to get the sweep over the Bearcats here in Salina. For Avery Kayla, I'm Adam Coulter. We will be telling you more about the sub-state brackets and the seedings and the teams in our area. We invite you to stop by our website at SalinaPost.com for that. As soon as we get word that the brackets have been released for the different classes and teams in our area, we'll get those posted and have the information there for you as well. But for right now, Knights are just going to enjoy this one here this evening and see who they'll play. As again, on the Acacia website, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning was the time that was announced as far as when they release the brackets for 2A and 3A. Of course, that would include the Wabaunsee Sub-State for 2A and both the Sacred Heart boys and girls. One more time, final score 58-42. The Lady Knights win it, and 41-38. The boys win it in a doubleheader sweep here tonight. One more time for Avery Cable. I'm Adam Coulter. Join you back here next week at home on Monday and on Tuesday. The girls on Monday, the boys on Tuesday for Sub-State openers right here on Salina Post. As you've been listening to Sacred Heart Basketball on Salina Post, brought to you by Salina Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.